Welcome back to Old Maze, everybody. We didn't do any leveling up. We did jack or hammer up one level.
You jacked the hammer?
Yep, we did a hammer jack, and then we also made it lightning. So
Yeah, lightning.
we're gonna just run through here. Cause I totally forgot we did melt some stuff now, and we could probably go.
You melted a lot of stuff.
There's a whole bunch of stuff we haven't looked at since we've melted things. So Mitch is still looking at computer cases. So.
Yeah.
So for those of you who watched last episode, we're still, he's still there. He's intrigued by the Puritas.
The Cougar Puritas.
Should I get a Puritas instead of an H700i?
No, because I'm gonna get the Puritas. How much? The question I have right now, looking at this, is what fans does it come with?
If any.
If any, because it's showing it's like ring lights. Okay, so it comes with 3 Vortex LED fans.
Are those Cougar fans, or are they?
They're, I don't know, 3 Vortex LED fans. They've got like an LED ring. 33 LEDs per fan.
It's a weird number of LEDs.
They are tri-directional, with inward, forward, and outward light circles, visible from a 180-degree angle. And they're also brighter than their competitors. They do look pretty cool in their photos, but it's marketing photos.
Yeah.
So who knows? But it can have 2 3.5-inch drives and 4 2.5-inch drives at the same time, or 6 2.5-inch drives.
Which is what you have.
I have 4 2.5-inch drives. That's all I have in my computer right now.
Where'd all my health go?
And M2s. A single M2 right now. I was thinking about putting another M2 in, but my only other M2 slot right now is a SATA M2 slot only. And it actually disables 2 of my SATA ports if I plug it in. So, not that it matters, because I've got like 40 of them.
I have 6 SATA ports.
Yeah, I think I have 6 of them and 2 SATA Express or whatever. That standard that never actually came to fruition.
Those the blue ones, or the 6 gig ones?
Huh?
Or the SATA Express?
No, the SATA Express is the double wide ones.
See, this is the fountain.
Actually, is there any drives that use SATA Express? I'm legitimately curious because it was a thing. Because yeah, it was created in 2013, and it could it was the first iteration of drives that could connect to. Okay, not the first iteration, but the first iteration of SATA drives that could connect straight to the PCI bus. Because I don't think mSATA could yet. But essentially it was able to connect SATA directly to the PCI bus. But so it could technically get up to 2 gigabits per second. Which is what we're seeing right now with NVMe drives. But to be fair, I much prefer the NVMe over this, because NVMe is tiny.
Yeah, it's like a stick of gum.
Just thinking about it, think of what flash drives used to be.
Yeah.
They used to be the size of NVMe drives now, and you're getting 2 terabyte NVMe drives.
Yeah.
And think of flash drives now.
Mm-hmm.
That means those 2 terabyte NVMe drives are going to be that size soon enough.
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. I'm just waiting for my terabyte flash drives.
Those exist.
Cheap terabyte flash drives. No, we don't actually want to come here. Okay.
Do you remember like when the first like 256 gig SD cards came out?
Yep.
Like thousands of dollars for those things.
I have
And they weren't even fast.
I have a 128 gig micro SD card in my Surface Pro.
Yeah, like my Nintendo Switch has 128 gig micro SD in it, and it's like one of the high speed ones. And I think I paid maybe $30 for it.
I think I paid $30 for mine that I put on my Surface, because I have the 250 gig Surface, which is not like a terrible amount of space for the Surface. It's just, you know, I wanted something I could put dumb stuff on and then be able to swap it between devices. Right, so. Like my digital comic book collection. Which actually does not fit on a 120 gig micro SD card.
Not if you have the whole collection, no.
Which I don't usually. I have, like, the books I'm reading usually on it. Which right now is Hoax Hunters. I'm gonna die.
Yep.
Wow. I'm playing like garbage.
So I'm just trying to find what devices used SATA Express, because like there's my motherboard has two SATA Express on it.
Yeah.
And apparently you can do, in one SATA Express, you can do two SATA cables instead.
Okay.
So you can connect two drives there instead of
One.
the one.
Mm-hmm. Then are you like, well, what is a SATA? Like, what could I do with SATA Express?
Yeah, I'm like, what, like, is there any drives out there right now?
Sorry, water break. Yeah, I wonder.
Okay, so that's also known as U.2.
I feel like I've seen U.2 stuff.
Yes. So is that generally the... So I mean, if you wanted to, you could get a U.2 to M.2 adapter.
There you go.
It's $50. I'm not sure what kind of throughput you could expect with that.
It's like when those Intel NVMe RAID dealios. You seen those?
Oh, where it's a PCI Express card with...
4 NVMe slots on them.
Does that actually work at 16X though?
Yep.
Because there was something saying that you couldn't divide... That would have to be an expensive card, is what I'm thinking. Is because you'd have to have an additional controller because you can't divide a 16X lane into 4.4Xs. Not without having some like an intermediary controller to do it.
So I haven't done a lot of looking into it. It was on a Linus video. Because they were on a Threadripper with it. Which means I actually couldn't even...
Because I did look at this. I looked at... Because I wanted to have more M.2 drives in my computer. Because I found some on sale. I had some 512s. They were only PCI Express M.2s. So I couldn't install them in my desktop at all because I only had availability for SATA M.2s left. A single one, that is, because I have a Gen 5. Technically, Haswell is Gen 5.
So Linus ran into the issue of running out of,
Or I guess technically Gen 4, but
with Threadripper, the problem he ran with Threadripper,
ran out of lanes.
to get them to actually run at the speeds he wanted them to run at, he actually couldn't use them all in a singular PCI Express slot. Because the way that Threadripper handles the channels.
You sure it's Threadripper and not just PCI Express in general?
Because he was explicitly talking about how the two separate cores balance the different channels separately.
That makes sense, I guess.
Because that was part of the deal, is that he was using Threadripper because in Threadripper he could theoretically do what he wanted to do. But he ended up having to figure out which PCI Express lanes were connected to what half of the Threadripper, and then divide them up equally amongst all of the Express lanes.
So yeah, the thing is they need an active PCI Express bridging chip just to get full advantage is what it is, I'm pretty sure. For, in this case, an instance, when you're not running into whatever issue Linus was running into.
So he ended up having to do the 2 NVMe ASUS PCI Express thing, and then also getting the DIMM.2 cards. Which that is still a weird thing to me.
DIMM.2?
You not seen the DIMM.2s? I think ROG makes them. They basically are NVMe adapters that you plug into your DIMMs.
Your memory?
Yeah. Look up DIMM.2. If either of us are smart enough, when we do the show notes for this episode, we'll link to what the hell we're actually talking about. Which means we will not be linking to what the hell we're talking about.
Oh. It's not a RAM slot. It looks like a RAM slot.
Oh, is there an actual...
It uses the RAM physical interface.
Yeah.
Like a RAM slot, but it isn't.
Oh, is it an actual specific...
Yeah, it is a separate slot for a riser card that supports M.2s.
Okay.
For additional, so that there's more space. That is what it is. So, okay, yeah. I was gonna say, it's that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, because that would be a complete waste of RAM slots to throw storage on them instead, because you're gonna get a weird translation from the storage layer into the memory interface.
Yeah.
And you'd have to have some sort of additional interface, I would feel, if you wanted to use it as sort of like a RAM disk of some sort. Yeah, I'm not sure there'd be a way to translate that across properly. But anyways, talking about these, there are cards out there that do take 4 M2 NVMEs, throw them on a single card, so you can get technically 4 M.2s, but the cards are $500.
Yeah. We're gonna try Hamstrat real quick.
You're gonna see if dual wielding works for you.
Yeah. At least for a little bit.
I mean, usually you dodge more. Usually. kind of curious if there's like a Threadripper motherboard out there that does dual Threadrippers.
Oh
Since
man,
Threadripper is already technically like a dual CPU.
that's an expensive idea, Mitch. I guess if you did the cheap Threadrippers, right? The $400 ones.
Yeah. Just 300-ish.
Yeah, but you'd still only be looking at what, 16 cores?
Yeah.
What would you do with 64 cores, Mitch?
The same thing I would do with a 64 core like Xeon. Use it for virtualization host. Personally, I have no freaking clue. I don't have anything that ever needs that many threads.
Damn it. I am playing sloppy.
I wonder if I can get another 5820. Because apparently there are dual Haswell E motherboards. So if I got another 5820K, I mean, I do have 32 gigs of RAM.
Kids,
16 gigs in each one.
don't do this. This is a bad way to spend your life. You end up in a Micro Center talking about how you should go and find a really cheap Radeon 550 and then run your GTX 1080 through the 550 so you can use FreeSync on your 4K monitor. Don't do it.
That still sounds like a great idea.
Yeah. Between breaks, I was tempted to go look on Newegg to see how cheap I could get a 550 for.
I'm very curious, like, if this, like, because oftentimes Intel will have the same, like, socket size between, like, their server products and some of their consumer or their high-end desktop, like, processors.
Yeah.
And sometimes they're compatible, sometimes not, based on the motherboard manufacturer. So I am curious.
If you could put you couldn't mismatch, right?
Okay, you can't do dual CPUs with the i7s. You have to do Xeons for the dual CPUs.
Okay. So it's the same socket.
Yeah.
But different.
And it'll support an i7, but only a single i7.
Well, there goes your plan, Mitch. Somebody out there is watching me do this and go, "What are you doing?" I'm like, not wasting materials. Because when's the last time you watched me use one of those things?
Yeah. This guy's like, oh, you can't overclock Xeons. You can overclock Xeons. You just need to have the right motherboard for it.
Turns out, if you can have a motherboard that lets you control the voltage to the CPU...
That's not the only thing you need.
Okay, let's phrase that. That's like one of the starting points of that.
Yeah. I mean, vCore is important to overclocking. It's not required, but it is important to get good overclocks. I need to stop looking at this stuff.
Mitch is slowly watching his bank account drain as he's coming up with ideas. As is Cody, because Cody's like not even building a new computer. He's just
talking in the third person about computers.
Yeah. I'm not even looking at like doing a full upgrade. I'm looking at new case and fans, and I'm already into a very expensive idea process here.
So, for those of you who aren't paying attention, Cody is going RGB.
All of it.
He wants all of the RGB.
So here's the thing. It's not even I want RGB. I want orange. And I've bought orange fans in the past, and they always come out amber. And I don't want amber. I want bright orange, okay? Like, orange is my favorite color.
It's a good color.
It's, so I looked at getting a white case, and I thought, okay, a white case with orange is going to make me have a dreamsicle build, and I'm not sure if I want that. Because I don't particularly like dreamsicles, right?
Which is weird.
I don't know. There's something about cream and orange that I don't particularly like.
It's still weird to me. Like, for those of you who don't know out there, Cody doesn't like anything that most people like.
I like black licorice.
He doesn't like chocolate.
Chocolate's fine. It
He
just
doesn't like mint. He
mint's
doesn't
gross.
like dreamsicles.
And weirdly,
He doesn't like PSLs. In fact, he doesn't really like pumpkin pie like at all.
pumpkin spice is a thing created by the devil
Yeah, see, there he is.
incarnate, and just like thinking about it, I just want to just like go vomit in a corner. I don't like.
I am one to agree that like PSL is that whole like craze is all overblown and it's not that great that people go nuts for it. But I like pumpkin pie. The pumpkin spice lattes, okay, it's like once in a blue moon, which is you only get once a year, really.
Pumpkin pie in itself is okay. I just don't think.
Okay, he says now. Normally, it's like, no, I hate that shit. Get that away from me. But now he's gonna say, oh, it's okay, because he doesn't want to be, crucified online.
So if it's legitimately pumpkin pie, like not pumpkin pie flavored something. Sure. Okay. I will eat a slice of pumpkin pie.
Oh, okay. See, he's gonna throw a bone out there. I will have a slice of pumpkin pie.
And with a ton of whipped cream, because that is the American way.
Yep, he just hates pumpkin everything.
I don't like chai. Chai is another flavor that I could live without.
I mean, it's kind of similar to like the pumpkin spice.
It's that same like spice, like not anise, because I like anise.
Not anise. Anise.
Anise.
Difference.
Black licorice. Jaeger.
All right, that's the nutmeg and allspice.
Yeah, that combination and cinnamon.
So I don't know. That's not technically in like chai, but
it has a similar smell profile to me, and that just altogether works in its disfavor.
I actually have like a really nice chai tea, like loose leaf, like India chai tea.
Yep.
That isn't like super in your face chai.
Still sounds
that I think you'd be okay with. Probably not great because you're also not like a big black tea drinker, but
no, that's the thing. I like black tea, but I want black tea.
You're still not like a big black tea drinker.
What do you mean? I drink Earl Grey is the best of teas.
My point exactly.
And breakfast, English breakfast is good. Those are both black teas.
Sure, they are.
They are.
We'll pretend that they're black tea.
Earl Grey is a black tea.
I mean, if you had to classify it, sure. But like, that's your limit of like tea that you drink.
Oh, that's just my favorite tea. I drink green tea, and I'll drink,
I've never seen you drink any other kind of tea.
I don't go out of my way to drink tea. Like, if my choices are tea and coffee, I'm going to choose coffee. A lot of this changed as I've gotten older, though, too. Like, I prefer... It's like going back to the chocolate thing. Like, I don't particularly like milk chocolate. I think white chocolate's... now, as I'm getting older, I think white chocolate's okay. I prefer white chocolate over milk chocolate, but now... Part of it is also my wife being diabetic, is that, like... We have a lot of dark chocolate in the house, and now I have a fondness for dark chocolate.
Dark chocolate is great.
And it doesn't have all the sugar in it, which might be... And so I'm just finding, like, I tend to prefer bitter things as I get older. I've always liked black coffee over coffee with an ass ton of crap in it.
I mean, but you're also getting older, so you're doing the normal... Your taste buds are becoming... Or, like... I forget, like, the terminology used for it, but... You're more accepting of bitter flavors and you're less accepting of sweet flavors, essentially, is what it becomes. Which is why, I mean, when you're like 80 years old, like wine is the best thing ever.
I don't know. I'll just go back to my incredibly peaty scotch. At 80, I'll be drinking Peat Monster by the pintful.
No.
See,
that's peaty flavored. That's not bitter. That's completely no thanks.
I like scotch. Like, Mitch likes whiskey, I like scotch. If you don't know what the difference is, shame on you. Go watch the Modern Rogue episode on... There's 3 episodes about how to drink whiskey. They're best. They're great. Go watch those after you're done with this episode. But I like some smoky scotch.
See, I agree with you on smoky scotch. I like smoky scotch
Well,
because usually the smoky scotches aren't super peaty. You can get both, but usually the smokier scotches aren't super peaty, and I like that. I do not like the taste of moss in anything I drink.
so that's weird that you make that association because most scotches are smoked with peat.
Yeah. That is the process of making scotch, but there's a difference in how peaty that it ends up being versus the smokiness.
I think we are in uncharted territories, Mitch.
Which is a good thing. Because we want to be in uncharted territories.
As long as Cody doesn't roll off a cliff.
Because we need to find more knights.
Yeah.
Or we need to go try, the Ivory King. The burnt Ivory King.
Meanwhile, someone's like, actually, you guys have been here before.
Probably. Well, no, there's an item there that we've never picked up. So we might have been here and rolled off the cliff instead. Or maybe this guy kicked your ass before. But most likely.
Okay.
That is a great helmet. And a perfect description for a helmet like that, too.
It's kind of dumb, but if you think about it,
It provides excellent defense. So long as you don't mind going deaf every time someone hits it. Kong, 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 kong.
this was going to lead me into a story about Spider-Man, and I'm trying to remember. Oh, because Venom, whatever. Regardless, so there's a new Spider-Man movie coming out at the end of this year. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Wait, really? That's what it's called? Into the Spider-Verse?
Yeah, so this is an animated film.
Oh, okay. That's that one.
Yep, this is the animated film. It's starring Miles Morales, who is the Spider-Man from Ultimate Spider-Man. He is the half Hispanic, half black Spider-Man. I think that's ethnicity's correct. He's really cool. He has roughly the same powers. He's got a couple different powers. He takes over Spider-Man in the Ultimate Universe when Peter Parker dies. Spoilers to something that happened like 10 years ago in comic books.
Well, there's your problem.
But Miles Morales is a cool character. Brian Michael Bendis created him. But the movie kind of focuses on him. But then, like, Peter Parker, which appears to be the Peter Parker from the Sam Raimi films, but it's played by the guy from The New Girl.
In an animated, it's a voice
Yeah.
actor.
Oh, hi. That's a Flexile Sentry.
He's pretty flexible.
He is. Turns out. Oh, holy Hannah.
Yeah, he can do some damage.
But also, Spider-Man Noir is in it, who's one of my favorite Spider-Man characters, being voiced by Nicolas Cage.
Wait.
Yep.
Okay, alright.
You
I
heard
like
those,
it.
You heard those words
I'm,
correctly.
I'm okay with this.
Spider-Man...
Cage may be the most memed actor of all times, but that does not mean he's a bad actor.
No, him being a bad actor actually is just him being a bad actor.
I don't think he's a bad actor. I don't think he's done bad in anything he's in.
I mean, it's objective.
Yes.
Anyways, Spider-Gwen is in it. A lot of people like Spider-Gwen,
Yeah.
me included. I think her suit is rad as hell.
I mean, yeah, her suit's pretty awesome.
Spider-Ham.
I like the hoodie. I mean, I am a fan of hoodies. So.
Spider-Ham is in it.
Spider-Ham?
Spider-Ham, who is a character called Peter Porker.
Is that Spider-Pig from the Simpsons movie?
It's a different thing.
Why?
He will even say it himself. Like that's
Spider Pig. Spider Pig.
Spider Ham's story is that he is a spider who is bitten by a radioactive pig, and so which gave him the appearance of a pig.
It's brilliant.
Yeah, and his name is Peter Porker, which I love. The part I love the most is he is voiced by Mr. John Mulaney.
I'm really liking the casting in this movie.
The casting in this movie is fan-fucking-tastic. Like, somebody at Sony needs to get like a reward for this. Like, hey,
Hopefully the reward will be like lots of people going to see the movie, but it's an animated film, so it's probably not going to get nearly the attention that it deserves.
there's some spoilers. There's some like Easter eggs in the trailer that show the suit from the new Spider-Man game. So I don't know.
Is that really a spoiler?
Or not I meant not a spoiler, an Easter egg is what I meant to say. So we got a Bone Fist.
Hey, look, and another Flexel Sentry.
Oh, damn it.
I mean, you didn't pull them yet.
No, but we need to. There's an item up there
Oh,
that we missed.
I didn't see that.
Neither did I until it was too late.
You've gone too far.
So go watch the trailer. It's really good. I'm excited.
What was that called again?
Into the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Into the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse?
No,
That's a weird name.
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. It's got a good comedic tone, which I appreciate.
I think that's kind of the lightheartedness of Spider-Man is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Yeah, I appreciate it. And the kind of interesting thing. Oh, there's Penny Parker, or I don't know. There's another Spider-Man too. She's like kind of like anime Spider-Man, but not Spider-Man anime because that's a different thing.
So did these different spider people have different like art styles about
Yeah,
them?
actually, and so that's the thing. They do. So like
Okay.
Spider Ham looks like is kind of animated like Porky Pig, like a you know like a WB cartoon.
Like
type.
an old WB cartoon, or
Yeah,
is it like
so-
modernized?
Well, I mean, it's still kind of modernized, but like
So it doesn't like. So it still fits in like the animation style overall of the film, but
Yeah.
it doesn't. Okay. All right.
like when he does like a quick walk, he does the thing where his feet like spin in midair, kind of dealio.
Spider Pig, Spider Pig.
And then like the like lady the lady spider girl Penny Parker, who operates a spider robot, is drawn very much like modern manga style and modern anime.
Where does that key go to?
I have no idea.
That's because we haven't found a locked door in like forever.
I have an idea where there is a locked door.
Ooh.
So I just, wanted to progress through here and see where we
Well, we got a key.
and if we missed anything.
We probably missed a ton of stuff. We're good like that.
Well, so now that we know where we are and we moved up to the next bonfire, I was going to head to...
We know where we are?
Yeah.
That doesn't... That... Okay, sure. All right.
I know where I am.
Oh, good. Because I have no idea. I know we've been through this area.
There is a Mangaverse, too, by the way. That's what it's called.
The
It's...
Spider-Man Mangaverse?
Well, there's
Or
a
just the Mangaverse?
there's the Marvel Mangaverse.
These ladies with their, like, ice dagger things.
The Mangaverse Spider-Man is a ninja. He's kind of super rad looking. And the Venom in that universe is like a shogunate samurai guy.
So is this, like, from that era?
Yeah,
Of,
so
like, of samurai?
yeah, so like I'm fairly certain that's the Mangoverse. I could be mixing all my Spider-Man verses together. What did we just pick up?
The Retainer's short sword?
Longer the Retainers attended the priestesses, but with their disappearance, Retainers were left to wander over frigid.
You get an icicle dagger thing. Yeah. That's cool. Don't care who you are, that's cool.
Okay, we did come up here and open these.
Yeah. Yep, got these.
Uh-huh. Okay. Can't drop off this cliff.
I mean, it looks like you can.
Not without dying, right?
It looks like it would hurt, but I don't think you'd die.
YOLO.
It's only 34,000 souls. See, you're just fine. There's even an item here. And someone who wants to backstab you. But she failed.
Yeah.
She stared too long at your back.
No.
Got backstabbed herself.
This is how you get over here. Okay.
We're going in circles at this
Uh-huh.
point.
Yep. I don't want to go around in circles, go around in circles.
Walk around in circles.
Yeah, well, that golden age of Cartoon Network. My hope with this Into the Spider-Verse thing is that we get a lot more of these like animated films that do well, and then I can just get a full-on Spider-Man noir film.
So yeah, again, my whole concern is like, I hope it does really well because it's gonna have to make up for the fact that it's animated. Because animated films tend not to do super well, at least in North America. Because your general population that goes to movies, that are willing to go to like see Marvel films even, tend not to go to like animated films. Which is why like even like the Simpsons movie did good for an animated film, but it didn't do like amazing. Even though it was amazing and it was totally worth it. As somebody who is not like a big Simpsons fan, it was still a really good movie.
Yeah. I want a Marvel Noir Universe TV show. Like if we're going
you just want like Gotham, but a Marvel version of Gotham. Is what you're telling me.
No, because like the Noir Universe is not that. Like Spider-Man Noir has a gun and kills people.
Yeah, you want a pulpy cop show Marvel.
Kind of. But,
Yeah, that is exactly what you want.
But like it's an actual comic book series, and there's more.
I understand that.
And there's like I think there's Iron Man Noir, there's Wolverine Noir. In Spider-Man Noir, the Vulture is a circus geek, like an actual circus geek, like in the old sense of what that term means. Which, if you don't know what it is, it's a person who bites the heads off of chickens. And like all of Spider-Man's foes are like
very unpleasant thought, because yeah, it is or was a thing.
Yeah, that was like an actual thing. And like the whole Noir series takes place in the 1920s. Also, Spider-Man Noir's costume is one of my favorite Spider-Man costumes.
I still think you just want Spider Cop.
Spider Cop, Spider Cop. If you have not gone and played the new Spider-Man game on PS4, do so, because it is fucking great. I need to finish that. I got into side quest hell in that game, as I am wont to do in a lot of games.
Side quest hell. So you weren't enjoying yourself?
No, I was, but I just like in between every.
Well, all right. Side quest hell is not where you enjoy yourself. It is where you are stuck down the rabbit hole of doing too many side quests where you are no longer enjoying yourself. So
that is fair. I will give you that 100%. So I was not in that point. No, I was definitely in like. I did the thing that the giant bomb people told me not to do, which was do the side quests right away. But they're just like
it's just like the new Dragon Age.
Yeah, just
get out of the hinterlands.
But there's like rewards for doing the side quests. So it's like I want to do the side.
There's rewards in Dragon Age as well.
But they're like suit rewards and such.
Yeah, there's some cool rewards in Dragon Age too, but like that was why people kept staying in there, and then that's why they started complaining like, "Oh my god, there's too much to do."
Oh, hey. That's new. Thank you for not. Oh man.
What was that now?
Fuck off.
It's very aggressive. Is that the door that you were talking about?
Maybe. Hey, well. It wasn't the door I was thinking.
But it is the door we needed.
Yeah.
A bonfire!
Okay. We are going to go back over here, though, because I think...
What? Bonfire?
Yeah, well...
There's progression that way.
There's going to be a little bit of progression this way, too. Because I don't think we've been in here since it's been thawed.
I suppose you're right. And there are some closed chests. Hopefully one will be a mimic.
Stop trying to murder me!
They've got nothing else to do.
That's what I get.
It's totally what you get, because I said I hope one of them is totally a mimic, and you didn't even take that as a cue to check.
Oh.
You're just like, nope, fuck it, I'm just gonna open them up.
Fuck it, we're doing it live, Mitch. For fuck's sake.
No, the real question is, are you gonna Lloyd's charm it, or are you gonna go kill him?
It's personal at this point. We're gonna kill
it. This makes me kind of wish that the Dark Souls had the Sultan Sanctuary thing, where the monster that killed you is who you had to kill to get your stuff back. But that was in Demon Souls too, wasn't it?
Is that Demon Souls?
Yeah, because their eyes would go red or whatever.
That's not Demon Souls. That's Bloodborne.
That was in Bloodborne. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if they killed you, then you'd have to kill them to get your stuff back.
I was waiting for this guy to disturb the mimic. Oh, really?
Nah, he's gonna pull a really noob maneuver.
My fear was I was gonna go pick up my soul.
So look at that one. Yeah. Or look at the one to the left.
Okay.
It's got the latches in front. I wonder if that's the giveaway for mimics.
For the metal mimics?
At least here in this DLC. Because it's the only place I think there's mimic at all. Mimic!
If it was a mimic, we'd be throwing something across the room and then we'd be like, done!
All of this stuff in here is mine. Even that controller. So please, don't be throwing anything across the room.
I'll buy you a white one when they come out.
Okay, never mind. Soul, throw it.
That's the other thing. If I remember, I'll take a picture of it. But I have a Like, I modded my Elite controller, so it's black and orange. And I was like, saw the new Elite controller, I'm like, ooh, it's white. And I was like, I put an orange split on the white one. Ah, it's creamsicle.
So, you know how I said I got a D-brand skin for my Pixel phone?
Yeah, what color? What?
I did no. I went pretty standard to my color tastes.
You bought a black one?
Not that standard.
Okay.
No, I got a dark red.
Okay.
That skin. That's the dragon red for my Pixel.
Okay.
But I wanted free shipping, and free shipping's at $30.
Oh boy.
So I bought
A D-brand skin for your
a
Mac?
D-brand skin for my Mac,
Of course you did.
and for that I got the carbon fiber orange.
Oh man.
Because that looks dope. So, as soon as those come in, and I even got the special one that covers the logo too,
Yeah.
because screw having the logo.
Mitch, should we do the dumb thing?
Pump up your int.
Yeah.
It's 2 points. At this point, you kind of have to, because everything else ends in 0, other than faith.
Fuck it. Okay.
Because we were looking at doing faith at one point. We lost faith in that.
Somewhere, someone at home is just screaming, looking at our build.
Well, of course. At this point, we're just throwing shit at the wall.
Yeah. See what sticks. The idea was like we wanted to try and do a whole bunch of different shit, but this turned into
We're literally doing that. We're trying just a whole bunch of shit. Is this what I think it is? I'm not even gonna show it. You're just gonna slide it off the cliff. Goddamn.
wee.
You literally did a toboggan run in a coffin.
I don't like this.
I think this was great. I'm sad that they didn't like Mario it and show the whole thing happening. Or make you have to control it while like some crazy fucked up penguin chases after you or something.
Is this the PvP for this one?
I don't know. Kind of looks like it. I'm just waiting for something to jump out of the snow and like murder you.
Nom 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 nom.
I was beginning to wonder if you ran past this place.
That's what I was beginning to
Because
wonder.
in the snow, you could have easily done that. Is there anything in there? You want to look around, break some stuff?
Okay, so it appears the snow stops every now and then.
So you can get your bearings and then run. So now you're heading back the way you came.
Am I?
Yep.
Okay, so you can go that way. I would get a D-Brands for my Surface, but I don't know if they make them. Oh, hi!
That's a pretty horsey.
Oh, yeah, sure it is. It's not a
I mean,
horse,
it is.
Mitch.
What is it? Huh?
It's like a frozen lightning elk.
I mean, it's nowhere near an elk, but it could be a frozen lightning
Deer?
deer of some kind. Elk is just a very specific kind of deer, so
This is fair.
it's more like a kudzu, if anything.
The hell's a kudzu?
They're like an antelope with like weird spiral horns.
The hell's an antelope?
Oh my god.
I'm gonna go,
Smack you.
just gonna go down in a circle. I actually have zero idea where we. Okay, so there's that building, so we want to head that way,
Yeah.
and then hope another one of the lightning kudzu comes out and attacks us.
Well, there's that dude.
It's like a torch bro over here.
Maybe.
It's a lacerating knife.
You didn't figure out where we're going first. Oh, lightning kudzu!
Jesus.
Oh, man.
This is how we die.
I mean, we could always call them the lightning bicorns too.
Nope. That's definitely not a bicorn.
No?
No.
Why not?
Because they're not in the right orientation to be a bicorn.
But
we know
why?
we know what bicorns look like, Mitch.
We do?
Yeah.
How? Bicorns don't exist.
Did you not play that expansion?
Of what was it, Borderlands?
Yeah.
No, I don't think I ever saw the
You never saw
butt stallion.
Butt stallion? Yeah. Oh shit!
This is great.
This is horse shit!
They're not horses. They're kudzu.
Oh, I've completely lost bearings. Okay. Oh no.
There it is. You were so boned. Stop burning your stamina.
Damn it. Oh man, this is an area that I have not seen before.
Well, good, because these lightning kudzu are great.
Because these are
They
terrible.
just kick your ass.
I don't know if the flyer or the flame sword's gonna be better here.
Who knows? It's probably better than the hammer.
Well, we weren't using the hammer, so
Toboggan run. The noises in the background sound like they're from, Mario. Like those guys that like the womps.
How far did you get into the new Mario game?
Then what?
Mario Odyssey.
I didn't.
Oh,
I have not played it at all.
no. There's actually a snow world, and
Is there a lightning kudzu?
no, there's not lightning kudzus. There is there's like a Yeti race.
Do they womp?
No, you actually you hat them as you do in that game.
Yep.
And then you race as them. I'm curious if there is a summon. Mitch. A beast.
Oh, it's not kudzu. It's kudu or kudu.
Say, kudzu sounds like I would call it a lightning kudu.
Yeah. See, total. Like, look. Yeah, exactly.
You have one very specific job in this episode, by the way,
What?
is to find this spot in the video and flash in an episode of a kudu, a picture of a kudu,
God damn it.
so that people know what the hell we're talking about.
I mean, there's probably several botanists out there that are going, kudzu? The fuck you talking about plants for?
Is kudzu a plant?
Yes, apparently.
I have Fiva.
Oh my god. To fight the kudu.
Yeah, fight the kudu with a best Fiva. Did you think Miyazaki was like, we haven't put one of these games before?
A fever.
Kudu. What would we put a kudu in? The rest of the team at From is like, what the hell is a kudu?
You know what's more irritating? How close AMD and Intel's naming conventions are for things.
Okay. I was with you there for a little bit, but now not so much. Oh, she cast heal on me.
Like the current generation of chipsets, like for the Threadripper, is like the X399, right? Isn't like I think Intel is on X349 or something.
No, it's they have the new chipsets are $599 and $299.
Yeah.
Or no, maybe it's 599 and 399.
There was a 399 generation though.
It was an X299. I know that. Because that was the high ends for the last gen.
Sorry. The Intel series is the Z390s versus the X399s. No wonder why consumers are confused.
No one calls them by those names, though.
Yes, they do. When you're trying to buy motherboards, you generally want to know what the chipset is.
I guess, yeah.
Because most generations have more than one chipset. Because there's usually like a workstation chipset, which is like the B series, and then there's like an X series, which is like the overclockable version, or at least the high-end version.
Unless you're the last generation, and there was a 170 and a 270. Okay, 2 down. FIFA is doing work for us this time around. Even if that work is to get attacked by the stallion first.
Sorry, it's not always the X. Sometimes the Z as well.
Because I had Z's. I have a Z right now. I have a Z270.
So yeah, the new generation is the 9th gen.
Yes.
So i7 9700s. With the Z390s.
Okay.
I'm kind of glad though that we're finally getting, a good multi-core like processors as like the mainstream. Like for instance, like the i5. So it's generally like the middle of the pack for the Intels is going to be a 6-core.
Huh. Do you remember when?
I'm pretty sure 8th gen i5 is a 6-core because it's like no, it doesn't have hyperthreading.
Remember when our AMD was like, we got a bunch of these quad-core processors that the one of the cores is shitty on. What if we just lock that core and call it a 3-core processor?
Hey, it's a great way to like deal with stock, especially because like in most cases, like Intel or other like AMD generations, they would have locked it down to a dual core, basically, most likely.
I mean, I guess.
So I mean, they're just like,
How many of these things do I have?
This one looks like it'll just make the puddle of water.
Well, maybe that'll be helpful right now. I have 6 of them.
It's exactly what it looks. I mean, fine, you can go for the puddle of water. It's a nice healing pond then. Because that's technically what it is.
Some are literally just water.
Are they? I was pretty sure all of them were healing.
No, the one in
because in the normal base game, none of them are water anymore.
And I thought the one still was in the old Iron Keep.
Oh, I think that one's needed for something. Yeah.
It's needed to collect
you go roll in the water, and then you can like run around on the lava easier.
Yeah, because
that's why that one exists. But some of them were trolly as shit, and just like, hey, look, here's some healing water.
I feel like a Bedouin.
Huh?
A Bedouin.
Oh. Nope, still don't.
I don't care about the guy.
I was gonna say I feel like more like you're Luke and Han and Hoth.
I hope that when I'm almost dead that Freya over there just cuts open Fiva.
Just cuts open a kudu.
Yeah, and then just shoves my body in it. It's my extreme hope right now. I was also waiting to get like just like rear end kicked.
What the?
Yeah, we got shit going on here, man.
Where are the arrows coming from?
There's a guy behind us too. I mean, we are in.
They're shooting more than one arrow. It's like a ballista.
Maybe there's a ballista.
I mean, these things are possible. They just seem unlikely. Someone's got a... Yeah, those things. Dual Avalons. That's what they are.
Oh, okay. I think we're done with this place for now.
It's probably a good time to call.
Are we good at the episode?
Yeah.
We spent time talking about processors and such.
I mean, it's kind of what we do. We talk about random tech adjacent stuff.
Okay. Oh, we'll see you next time, everybody.